Key number 7 is all about keeping things visually and kinesthetically stimulating for you and your players. Here is the thinking behind this very, very important process. A tennis court has 490 feet of lines. All right? Actually, if you add it up, it's exactly 490 feet of lines. They never change. Never have I walked on a court and said, boy, is this an interesting tennis court? You ever do that, Heather? I mean, you ever look over, guys, look over at some of these courts here and say, boy, that one looks interesting. Maybe we should play on that one. Right? No! Can you imagine golf if every single hole was a rectangle of grass that was flat with the bunker in the same spot and the green was the same and the trees were identical? Who would play? It would be visually boring. So we need to bring onto the court visual aids. Whatever you decide to use, I'm going to be sharing some, but use something. That's my point. Visual aids, kinesthetic aids to get people experiencing a different perspective. Create interest. The fact that all tennis courts have the same 490 feet of lines is one of the benefits of tennis. Wherever you go in the world, all the tennis courts look the same. No difference. But while this is a positive thing, the negative is that it can make tennis visually boring. Adding visual aids to practices, drill sessions, and lessons makes tennis more interesting. No doubt about it. Let's look at some examples of visual aids that can be adapted for tennis. Note that these first two examples use 4 numbered cones that designate each of the 4 quadrants of the court. The cone itself is not the target. That's important to realize. The quadrant is the target. So don't pay attention to my lucky shot coming up. Here we go. 1. Missed it. 1.